So, you want to create cinematic vlogs? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to my personal guide.
Now he's thinking about me every night. Oh, is it that sweet? I guess so. Say you can't sleep, baby, I know. That's that me espresso. Move it up, down, left, right, oh. Switch it up like Nintendo.
After so many countless videos on my channel and 2 years worth of learning, it's finally time to share my guide to all of you and what I've learned so far across YouTube. We're going to be going over a bunch of things. That includes gearing, equipment, camera, audio, etc. Shot composition, what type of shots do you need to make your vlog cinematic? And of course, colors. From this to that. We're going to be going over as much as I can throughout this video, and hopefully you can learn something along the way. So let's start with gearing and equipment. Alright, gearing and equipment. Where do you start, especially when you start vlogging? Well, obviously, cameras. Most of us around the world must have a phone. You might even be watching on one right now. And look, my first half of my year starting YouTube, I have been using my phone. This is just an iPhone 12. You could be using an Android, an iPhone, or whatever phone you have right now. I recommend to be resourceful and use your phone. Once you're ready, you can then upgrade to some big budget like this, a DJI Pocket 3. And I have to admit, it has been a really good upgrade over the iPhone, especially in so many different scenarios. Listen, you just need to be resourceful. Whatever phone or filming recorder you have, use that to start off vlogging and you go from there. Next is of course tripods. Alright, you have your camera, whether it be an old film recorder or even just your phone. The second thing, invest in a good tripod. This mini tripod from Joby it's very good, convenient for smartphone filmers out there, which is probably you. And literally, you can get different heights, different angles with this thing, and you'll be set for all your filming needs when you have this setup like this. Probably a perfect setup for vlogging as well. You can just one bang. But obviously, if you don't have a tripod, be resourceful and use whatever you have. Film like this if you want to. But obviously, if you're a big boy, you could get something like this. You see the difference? Crazy. This is a professional tripod from Velbon, and obviously this is not my type of tripod. I prefer convenience over big and you know. And obviously this type of tripod is good for you to get shots like that, top down shots. I can go into shot composition in a bit, so you'll see later. But like I say, invest in a good tripod to be able to get some good angles and heights for your shots when vlogging. Now this is literally your perfect setup. How do we figure out our audio? I'll show you.
Let yourself be okay.
YOLO. Hopefully you can hear me. Quick test of the DJI Mic 2. Okay, let's talk about audio. Now what you're seeing is the DJI Mic 2, and this comes with the creator combo if you get the DJI Pocket 3. Now the beauty about audio and this lavalier mic is wireless, so literally I can just put this on my shirt and I can go to the end of the garden. You can still hear me. Watch. Here we go. Can you see me still? Hopefully you can. Can you hear me though? That's the thing. I'm at the end of the garden and you can still hear me. That's the beauty about this mic. Having good audio is essential when filming and vlogging, and having built-in audio as well, like for your cameras and speakers and your phone speaker, it's a beauty to have. So you've nailed down the 3 essential things for gearing and equipment: your camera, phone, tripod, and audio. Now let's move on to shot composition, or I should say, to make it more simple, shot types.
In a letter, shall I try to get it down? Oh, you fill my head with pieces.
Alrighty, let's talk about shot composition, or to make it simpler, shot types. You just need to know 3 types of shots that probably the most common. Basically, the first shot is a wide shot or an establishing shot. Filmmaker terms, we can ignore that. A good way to use a wide shot or an establishing shot is to use it to show the environment where you're in. You can use it at the start of the video, just to set the video, the mood, the scene of your video. And example, right here. Hometown, good way to show the environment. The second shot type that I would like to use is common when you're vlogging, medium shot. You show a little bit of your surrounding, but obviously it's a little bit more closer than a wide angle establishing shot. And this is great for vlogging, talking segments like this, A-roll, and this is a good way to vlog a medium shot like this. Last but not least, the third shot is the close-up. Now, for me, I don't do this close-up that often. But if you really want to, you can do close-ups of objects. So pouring water into a jug, or close-up of a sink tap, you're turning it on. You can do close-ups of pretty much anything, any object that you decide to film on. And those are the 3 shot types that I recommend when filming and creating videos. But having different varieties of angles and shots allows you to cover a wide range of areas throughout your video, and it makes it more unique instead of just having one shot type throughout the whole entire video. Can be boring. A variety of shot types is recommended. Also, having said about shot types, we need to conclude with some lighting, and after that, colors. Okay, I would like to talk about lighting. Now, lighting is a big part of videos and filming in general, because you don't want to be filming against the light like this. You want to be shooting, especially when you want to vlog, like doing talking segments. For me, use my wind light to get some natural light to show onto my face. But cinematically, you can just change the angle. Shooting on a darker side creates more cinematic look. And when you have light, natural lighting is your best friend. What's even more than your best friend, your BFF, is the sunlight. So especially golden hour, or even like early morning, good ways to create different lighting and using natural light is do it when the sun is out. Sunsets or even evening. That concludes lighting. Let's move on to the final thing that I think is important in cinematic vlogs, color grading. Okay, last but not least, let's talk about colors specifically. Color grading is a huge part of creating your vlogs and making them cinematic. Now, what you're seeing right now is a flat profile. It's basically grayed out. You don't have much, no colors at all. It's just grayed, and that's it. Nice. But power of color grading, you can turn flat profile footage like this into color graded footage like this. And I just added a lot, did some color correcting, and played with the contrast and highlights and vibrance and brightness and exposure to create this. You just create something beautiful to see. But to make it more cinematic, I just learned this. There's a thing called halation. Now, I'll just put it on right now. Halation made it so much better, and gives you that soft, like dreamy cinematic look, which I love. And can't believe I learned this. It's only one effect that I use, but I won't go into detail and expose the secret. But yeah, playing around with your colors can either set the mood of your video, and if you want a full color grade throughout, like I do, then do so. But if you want to play around with colors, then I recommend you learn, search up online, go for YouTube. That is basically colors for your vlogs and color grading in the simplest way. I guess that's it. Obviously, I will link everything that I've shared in the description, especially for you lot on YouTube. And I hope to see you again soon. And that's it for this how to create cinematic vlogs, a personal guide. See you later. Peace out.
Vacation, and I got this one boy, and he won't stop calling when they act this way.